Welcome to this comprehensive guide on the three-phase commit protocol, or 3PC. This protocol is a fundamental technique used in distributed systems to ensure that multiple databases or services can reliably agree on whether to commit or abort a transaction, even when failures occur. Understanding 3PC is essential for building robust distributed systems that maintain data consistency across multiple nodes. A distributed transaction is an operation that spans multiple independent systems or databases. For example, imagine transferring money from your bank account to another bank. Your bank needs to deduct money from your account, while the other bank needs to add money to the recipient's account. Both operations must succeed together, or both must fail together. This is the core challenge of distributed transactions, ensuring all-or-nothing semantics across systems that may fail independently. Two-phase commit, or 2PC, has been the standard approach for decades. In 2PC, a coordinator asks all participants to prepare to commit, then tells them to commit or abort. However, 2PC has a critical weakness. If the coordinator crashes after receiving prepare votes but before sending the commit decision, all participants are blocked indefinitely, waiting for instructions. They cannot commit or abort, and they hold locks on their resources. This blocking problem is why 3PC was invented to solve this limitation. Three-phase commit adds an extra phase to address the blocking problem of 2PC. Instead of just prepare and commit, 3PC introduces three phases. First, the coordinator sends a can-commit request to gather initial feasibility checks. Second, after receiving affirmative responses, it sends a pre-commit message. Third, only then does it send the final commit or abort instruction. This extra phase allows participants to safely abort if the coordinator disappears, without waiting indefinitely. In the first phase, called can-commit, the coordinator sends a can-commit request to each participant. Each participant checks if it can commit the transaction without actually acquiring locks or making any irreversible changes. The participant responds with a yes or no vote. If any participant votes no, the coordinator immediately decides to abort. The key insight is that participants are not yet committed, they are just checking feasibility. This is a safe, non-blocking operation that gathers information from all parties. In the second phase, called pre-commit, the coordinator sends a pre-commit message to all participants who voted yes. Upon receiving this message, each participant acquires locks, writes the transaction to a durable log, and prepares to commit. The participant then acknowledges receipt of the pre-commit message. This phase ensures that all participants have durably recorded their intent to commit and are ready to finalize. If the coordinator crashes now, participants can check the log and safely commit without waiting. In the third phase, the coordinator sends a final commit or abort instruction. If the coordinator received all yes votes, it sends commit, and participants finalize the transaction. If any participant voted no, or if the coordinator itself fails before sending commit, participants are designed to safely abort. The three phases ensure that no participant is left in an indefinite waiting state. The extra phase provides a safety net. Participants can detect coordinator failure and make a safe decision on their own. Reliability in 3PC depends on two key mechanisms. First, durability. Participants maintain append-only logs to record their state. If a participant restarts, it can recover its state from the log and continue the protocol without losing track of the transaction. Second, timeouts. Participants use explicit timeouts and time-to-live values, or TTLs, to detect coordinator failure. If a participant does not receive a commit or abort instruction within the timeout, it safely aborts the transaction. These mechanisms together prevent indefinite blocking. Consider a real-world scenario: an online store where an order service, a payment service, and an inventory service must coordinate. When a customer places an order, all three services must agree to commit. If the order service crashes during the pre-commit phase, the payment and inventory services can check their durable logs and safely abort, preventing the customer from being charged without inventory being deducted. 3PC ensures that failures are detected and handled gracefully, maintaining consistency across the entire system. When implementing 3PC, follow these essential steps. First, define a durable logging and replication strategy so participants can recover state after crashes. Second, configure explicit timeouts and TTLs for safe termination when the coordinator disappears. Third, implement leader election or a centralized coordinator with automatic failover. Best practices include keeping the final decision durable and idempotent, limiting blocking by using timeouts and asynchronous progress where possible, and thoroughly testing failure scenarios, coordinator crashes, network partitions, and node restarts. These practices ensure a production-ready 3PC implementation. 3-phase commit offers non-blocking progress with strong durability, guarantees through durable logs and proper timeouts for recovery. The choice of coordinator design, whether centralized or distributed, significantly affects system resilience and availability. These variant choices trade latency for safety. Finally, test failure scenarios early in development, coordinator crashes, network partitions, and node restarts. Always balance simplicity with safety when deciding whether 3PC is worth the added complexity for your system. Key questions to consider. How should you choose between centralized and distributed coordinators for your system? What are practical timeout values for real-world deployments? When is 3PC worth the added complexity compared to simpler alternatives? For further learning, explore distributed transaction basics and 2PC versus 3PC variants, consensus algorithms and leader election techniques, and practical testing strategies for failure scenarios in distributed systems. Thank you for watching, and feel free to ask any questions.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.